Alright everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Josh. I run Monster Studio with online Pokemon card business with my wife Nicole. And we are here to talk about, well, it's the beginning of May, which means we are at month end for April, which is just a fancy way of saying that the month is over. And so let's take a look at how the business performed over the last month. So I like doing these videos just to be really candid on how we're doing. I guess take along everyone for the journey of the progress of the business, as well as I think that, like, I watch a lot of PokeTube content, especially like the PokeTube business and whatever, and just to get a wide variety of perspectives and whatever. And as much as I like watching that kind of stuff, I feel like it's a little too it's unrelatable. I mean, the success of like Pokeani and Nostalgianomics, Catch 'em All Collectibles, Deep Pocket Monster. I mean, they're spending money with so many zeros that I can't even comprehend. And as cool as it is to watch and see their success and all that kind of jazz, it's again just not relatable for me and how small like our operation is. So yeah, this is, I guess, I've seen some other smaller PokeTubers out there doing some, I guess, more relatable numbers. So I guess I'll just jump on and share that as well. So I'll preface with, so for April, that's what we're going to be looking at here. And obviously the Japanese market is still a bit insane, as in the box prices are still high. So they haven't really gone up. They've already done their big 25% increase, and now they've kind of plateaued. So I think this is just where they're going to be for the foreseeable future. Talking to a few suppliers, their hypothesis is that prices on Japanese boxes will drop after the 30th. But I mean, that's what they say about the English boxes too, is that it'll drop after the 30th. And I don't know if that's just because they think the hype's gonna, like, whatever. Maybe the hype will cool down. I don't know. I mean, hard to say. Will it cliff like as soon as the 30th hits? Are all the prices gonna cliff and drop? I mean, I just don't think so. There's too much money now floating around, it seems like to me. And as long as everything remains liquid, yeah, I just think that we're just in for the long haul here, which is fine. It's just part of economics, markets, business. It's just fun. So yeah. Anyway, I guess let's take a look at some numbers here. I got my P&L up for 2026 so far, and I have it like broken down by month. See if I can. Bam. A little better? Sure. So we did looks like about $6,900 in revenue for April, which is down. If you've seen any of the other, when I have this broken apart by month, we did 12 in January, 10 in February, 12 again in March, and now 6 in April. So that's about half. And I've noticed in general so a couple of things, I guess. So in general, booster box sales in Marketplace have been down. So again, I think for us, it was a general lack of a general lack of stock. So with the prices of Japanese boxes going up and us being kind of forced to pivot, because I just don't see here in Iowa somebody wanting to spend $150 on Mega Dream. Maybe they will, but that's definitely a hard ask for the Midwest. But we'll do a little experiment. I did get in some more Ninja Spinner, but again, I'm gonna have to charge like $115 a box, and so we'll see how hyped everybody gets for Ninja Spinner. So we were forced to pivot, and then that just led to restock delays. We ordered new stuff, and it just took a minute to get here. With Japanese stuff, it takes 2-3 days, and it's here basically 100% of the time. With us pivoting over to Chinese stuff, the delay was like very noticeable. It could be 2-3 days, it could be 2-3 weeks. So definitely a bummer there that it's not like a guaranteed, it's here, it's in stock, and whatever. We also did, for our art business, we did 2 shows in April. So we basically lost 2 card show weekends. We traded, did 2 art shows instead of doing 2 card shows. So that also would explain why, instead of doing 4 card shows in 1 month, we only did 2. That would explain the drop in revenue. Really what that means is right now, the Pokemon Card Business is a very actively engaged business. Our online sales basically are almost nothing. 99% of our sales, or 90-ish, most of the sales come from doing card shows. Some of the sales do come from Marketplace, and that's fine for now. Eventually, the goal is to pivot to the website, and so that way we just have a wider reach for just a bigger customer base. But right now, card shows is kind of where it's at for us, and just the nature of the game. And doing content is obviously the goal to like expand our reach. But again, everybody and their brother now is a Pokemon card business and vendor, which I talked about in the vendor vlog. I've just seen more new vendors now, and even just the last show I was at, people who used to be collectors or used to be just attendees to card shows are now vending. So because the cost of entry is super low, so it definitely makes sense. So yeah, that's about where the numbers are. I would expect May to be about the same, because we're also doing, again, 2 art shows in May. So we'll just be doing fewer card shows in May. So I expect our overall to kind of come down. So, but I mean, who knows? I could be surprised. But I suspect that May will be similar to April with our overall revenue. Now, I will say that, because I think we have a card show actually on May the 9th, which is today. And then after that, we don't have a card show again until June. But we have a massive amount of stock. So I was waiting for a ton of stuff to come in, and it just didn't land properly in the week prior to take to the last card show. So now we have basically an abundance of stock going into this current card show. So, yeah, we'll definitely see how it goes. Obviously, the marketplace, I'll start pushing that again, and I'll just start, again, hammering the socials with the website and stuff like that. So, it's just about exposure, just about visual. So, we'll work on that. I haven't been able to take Nicole along to a bunch of card shows either. Just not, timing hasn't worked out. So, she'll be able to come along to this card show today, and that is always a great help. She just helps attract people. She's not as scary as looking as I am, so that'll be a help, like a bridge there. She can also, just as I'm doing buys and trades and I'm comping cards and stuff, she can still be really engaged, as well as she can help pump the email list and stuff like that. She can pump the socials, just all that kind of jazz. So yeah, that'll be super helpful. And I think in the future, I'm just going to, again, continue to try and bring her along as much as possible, because it definitely helps. So yeah, I would say what we're looking for into the rest of the month here is, again, card show today, and then on the 9th, just doing whatever. And then it'll be a bunch of time spent on content and building up the website. We actually did receive an opportunity last April, last month, where we were able to secure, and we should have secure access to stock, which is the way I would say, and we were able to capitalize on that opportunity. So we should have basically pretty secure access to Pokemon sealed product. So that's super exciting. Basically, that was part of my big order. I had basically like $3,500 or $3,000, something like that, of sealed stuff literally just come in this week. And so that's great for us. Now we're literally going into this next show just packed full of stuff. So yeah, that's been super nice. And as long as that keeps functioning, I mean, we'll just keep capitalizing on that opportunity. So yeah, pretty excited about that, actually. So and then goals, I guess, for the next month will be, I guess for the rest of the month, like I said, we'll be building up the socials, doing content like this and other things, and just seeing if we can get some more traffic to the website, building up the email list. I've been sending out the email campaigns, and our click rate isn't great, but I mean, I guess do what you can and see what happens. Again, our operation is just still really small, so we're just looking to basically aggressively expand as much as possible. whatever opportunities we can to do that, and that's kind of what we're after. So singles have been fine. I mean, they make up still about half of our revenue, and yeah, that's about right. The singles market has been kind of crazy, and like if you watch your collector app on any of the sets, they're all going up. You can't even argue, you can't even make some kind of assertion that like, oh, it's just Ascended Heroes, or it's just, you know, the Charizard from Phantasmal. It's all of them. Cards, we were comping cards last night for the card show today, and all the cards are going up. So it's old, new, doesn't really matter. They're all just kind of going up. So yeah, I don't know if that's good or bad. I mean, it's good on paper, but again, that's that. Where market price on a card was, you know, maybe in the 30s or whatever, now it's in the 50s. That's good on paper? Does that mean it's good for, you know, liquidity? Is someone going to buy it when they knew, or was at 30, 35? Now it's at 50. Are they going to move on that card now? FOMO might take over. Who knows? I mean, Pokemon, that's basically the driving, like the driving whatever is FOMO for, in case stuff continues to go up. But a lot of people do try and wait things out. So, and in general, my observation is on like ultra modern sets, waiting doesn't seem to be the trick there. But yeah, I guess we'll just see. I mean, we don't really have any kind of strategy when it comes to that. We try and pick up cards that are cool, and like we don't have enough capital generated to move into extremely extravagant cards. So we like the under $100 cards. Basically, we have a lot of those, lots of the 20 and under $100 cards. So those are fun, and yeah. So I think that's really it. I mean, business is trucking along. Pokemon is in demand, and you know, we have again access to basically, it's just a money problem, access to basic unlimited Pokemon sealed, and so we just have to simply turn and burn and go from there. So, well, appreciate everybody from watching. If you want to check out some of this Pokemon sealed we have for sale, monstermothstudio.com. The link will be in the description, of course. And yeah, check out all the fun goodies that we got. All right, appreciate everybody.